Writers, welcome back to Writers Workshop. Today we are going to do a revising lesson. We'll go back to our animal report and we are going to add nonfiction text features to our books. So we will be revising our sections by adding text features that help the reader to better understand their animal. So we will be going back and adding bold words and text boxes. You might have seen these before in nonfiction books. In your animal report, you'll go back and you'll add bold words, which are dark words, and they call attention to words that are important. So right here you can see skin flap is bold, and then here this author decided to make the bold words colored so they stand out for the reader. Another thing that we'll be adding is text boxes, which gives the reader more information and puts it in a box so it catches the reader's eye. For example, you could use a did you know box, maybe a remember this box, or a fun fact, or a word bite, which is a definition. So I'll be showing you what that looks like by using sticky notes in our animal reports. All right, so we are going to revise our sections by adding text features that help the reader better understand our animal. So I'm going to start with just my first chapter, which is called What is a Shark? And I'm going to reread it first and then think about if I can add any text boxes or if I could maybe make some words bold that I want my reader to really pay attention to. A shark is a fish. It has no bones. Instead, it has cartilage. A shark has rough skin like sandpaper. Sharks have no eyelids. This protects them when they attack animals and eat. So I have these Sharpies right here, and you could use a marker or a highlighter. I am going to use these Sharpies, and I chose these colors because they remind me of the ocean, so they're kind of shark colors. And I'm going to actually make sure that my other chapters are not behind it because it will go through. So I'm folding it out like this, and I'm going to start with some bold words that I really want my reader to pay attention to. So one word that I really want my reader to pay attention to is fish, because something that's interesting about sharks is that they are actually a type of fish. So I'm going to make it bold and stand out. You could just use a yellow highlighter, or you could even use a black Sharpie, whatever you have and whatever you like. A shark is a fish. It has no bones. Instead, it has cartilage. Cartilage is another word that I want to make sure that my readers really pay attention to because it's a specific word about sharks. It's an important thing that they should remember. When they're done reading my book, they should know that sharks have cartilage. So I am making it a bold word to stand out. Okay, a shark has rough skin like sandpaper. Sharks have no eyelids. This protects them when they attack animals and eat. I think no eyelids is kind of interesting because that is also unique to sharks. So I'm going to make no eyelids bold. So now when you look at this chapter, the words that stand out to you are fish, cartilage, and no eyelids. So those words are words that I really want my reader to notice. So now I'm going to think about maybe a type of text box that I could add to help teach my reader more about my animal. And I think I'm going to talk about the no eyelids and the cartilage. So I'm going to take a sticky note. Maybe you have a sticky note at home or a little piece of paper you could tape. And I'm going to actually, I'm going to add it on here. I think it would be best maybe to try not to cover the words. And so I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to get my Writer's Workshop pen or a pencil. And I'm going to say, I'm going to do a did you know. So you might choose to do a did you know. You might choose to do a word bite, maybe a weird fact, but it's true, or just pronounce a word. On here, I think all these words are pretty easy to understand. So I am going to say, did you know? Did you know, I noticed in my book right here a little bit more information about eyelids. Right here it says, sharks have no eyelids, but many species of sharks have movable, transparent, nictitating membranes that cover and protect sharks' eyes when attacking and eating. So I thought that I would say, did you know sharks have movable, see-through, I'm going to say membranes, because that's what the book says, but I'm using my own words, that keep their eyes safe when hunting, period. So I wrote, did you know, and I'm actually gonna kind of make that like stand out a little bit. So maybe I'll go like underline it. And then I'm going to fold it like this. So the reader has to kind of go like this to figure it out. So they'll read this sentence and then they'll see that, did you know sharks have movable see-through membranes that keep their eyes safe when hunting? And then another thing I thought I could add was talking about cartilage. Right here it says, sharks do not have bones. Their skeletons are made entirely of cartilage, the same flexible material that gives shape to human ears and noses. So I thought that I could tell my reader another fact. So I'll put it right here. And I'll say, I'm gonna do a weird but true, because it is kind of weird that they're made out of cartilage, like our noses. Weird, ... but true. And I'll do that same little underline thing, so they know that's the title of the text box, and then the information's below it. Sharks' cartilage is the same material as human noses. And I could even draw a nose. It's kind of a weird looking nose, but my reader will know a little bit more that shark's cartilage, and I could underline that word because it's right here, and I could even underline it here so that my reader knows that I might be telling you more over here. Okay, so on this page, this chapter, what is a shark? I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bold words, and I added 2 text boxes to teach my reader more. So today, writers, you're going to go back to your animal report and look and see if you can add any bold words or text boxes to help your reader better understand your animal. You don't want to put the same information in here that you already have here, but if you have a new fact, you might add it in a text box. Thank you, writers.